What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to you guys with another video. I have the wonderful, the fashionable, like this. This guy is a tricks of the all trades. Okay, Xavier Walker. Okay, he is a fashion model. He is a model booker. Model booker. He is a creative director. This man does it all, you guys. So, how are you feeling, Xavier?
Honestly, I'm excited. Trust me, not. I was waiting for this interview for the longest time. I asked. I'm not telling you. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Like I've been hearing all the stuff the girls been talking about me. So you know what? I just want to be upfront, get back to them, and say, hey, it's always good to like come at the person with the best resume. But it's okay. It is what it is.
I mean, you no shade. I kind of was like, I wanted you to be the last interview because first of all, I want to let y'all guys know this. This brother is on Target ads, okay? He is on Vogue Italia, for God's sakes. He's like, name a big fashion house brand he has worked for it, okay?
I've also
Xavier,
worked with Michael Kors.
he has worked with Michael Kors. Listen, if that don't get any one of these girls to step their cookies up, I know something. Hey Ariel. Hey Ariel. So you ready to get this interview on the
I
way?
am actually. I am so ready. You have no idea.
Okay. So Xavier, I want to know about you. I want to know your sign, where you come from. Like, let me know, like, little Xavier growing up. Like, what was he like?
Little Xavier was a rebellious person as he still is. Like that didn't change. I take shit from nobody. That's
Uh-uh.
number one. But in reality, I grew up in a very like humble household to some extent. Like I didn't have it all like maybe some of the other cast members here. I grew up in poverty, to be honest with you. I used to go to bed hungry. My mom used to hate, and my grandma used to hate when I go to my neighbor's house. Like, not saying I go for the food, but I know what time the pot is going to be off the fire, so you know how I'm going over there to get some food. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so my mom and my grandma used to hate that, but it's just a way of survival. Like, yeah, I'm from Jamaica originally. I'm a Virgo baby. So at the end of the day, for me, I'm always going to look out for what's best for me, but I'm also like looking out for other people as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So let's get into you as a model.
Hmm.
What made you want to get into the field of modeling?
Honestly, the funny thing is, I wanted to be a lawyer. Like, I kid you not. But my grandma said, "You're, sweetie, you're not that bright." So,
You know, grandmas is always like bluntly
trust me.
honest.
So my grandma, she's like that, and but honestly, that like put a toll on me. I'm like, okay, I'm not that bright, so what am I going to do? Fast forward, I was start going to high school. My English teacher, Miss Minot, she changed her name. I was going to call her last name, but it's not that name anymore. So Miss Minot, she's the one that basically say, hey, there's audition in Kingston, because I'm a country boy. Like tie up the goats, feed the chickens, go to the we call it the we call it ground. You guys call it farm. We call it going to the ground back in
Okay.
Jamaica. So it's like I was a very country boy. And my teacher was like, hey, there's an audition for some models in Kingston. You should go try it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go try that out. Nah. But eventually I decided to go. I dragged my best friends with me and we went and that was my stepping stone in the fashion industry. But in reality, Jamaica doesn't pay like that much for fashion. So for me, I was doing it, but I wasn't really doing it because I had school regardless. So I
Okay.
did what I had to do in Jamaica. Network with a few well-known persons in Jamaica, like photographers, designers, and producers of shows. And I'm like, okay, I think I outgrew the Jamaican scene. Let me divert to the US market now.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah.
sweet. That's sweet. So, what were the challenges you've had to face in the industry?
Honestly, I faced a lot of challenges knowing that, especially for me to be like, because when I first got to New York, I thought it was going to be just like on TV. Like, I kid you not. And when I first got here, it's like, I hear so many no's, it was not even funny. Like, including my current agency I'm signed with, they even say, oh no, we don't want you. But I'm like, you know what, that's not going to stop me. Then I grew my hair and had like a little sponge thing going on for my hair and all that stuff. So I did freelance one for a year. Like, I'm like, okay, let me build myself, let me see what I can do, let me network, let me push and work on my craft. And I did exactly just that. So after a year, I changed my image. I didn't went back, I got caught on Instagram. So the same agents that told me no told me yes on Instagram. And then they told me to come in, meet with them. I met with them and everything. And it's so funny. I met with them. I signed a contract. The next day, they DM me and say, hey, can you come into my? I'm like, I already came in. And they're like, oh, yeah, my bad. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yes. So listen, never listen. When one door closes, another one opens.
Trust me.
And just because they said no does not mean it's a no forever.
Exactly. Trust me, because at the end of the day, like, I'm like, okay, I don't think this is for me. What am I doing here? Let me do something else. Because obviously, if everybody's telling you no, like top agencies telling you no, then obviously you don't have what they're looking for. And in my head, I know I have what they're looking for, but they're going to tell you change your image because they have no time for that. They already have tons of models making them hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, you can go.
Yes. So, Xavier, what was a arm pinching moment where you're like, I've made it?
I actually have two moments actually. Like, there was two moments where I was like, oh shit, I'm in the room with this person, which was Michael Kors. Michael Kors was, and honestly, I made it because of Michael Kors. Michael Kors is the reason why, but I'm diverting to that. So I did a show for Michael Kors with Bella Hadid and Austin, which is his top models. We don't know Bella Hadid, but Austin is a top model as well, but not as famous as Bella Hadid. So I'm here working on set, and I was a background. So they have the prime model, the background model, and the filling. So the filling will be like the person you see like sitting in the seats and everything like that. So for me, like, you'll be the main model and I'm behind you. So my face isn't going to be seen, because if it's seen, then it's more money. So said, so done. I was booked for one day for Michael Kors. He was on set. The photo, everybody was like chilling and vibing. They spoke to me. They're like, "Oh, you're Jamaican." I'm like, "Yeah." And it just like, we just vibe. Like, they put me in a whole different wardrobe than I'm supposed to be in, just because of the connection and everything. And they wanted me to do the second day. I'm like, I can't do the second day because I'm booked for Target for that day. So I only could have done one day. But in reality, he paid me for 2 days.
Yeah.
And after he paid me for 2 days, there's this major website called models.com where all the who's there. If you say you're a model and you're not on that website, then you're not a model. If you say a photographer, designer, whatever, and you're not on that website, you're nobody yet. So when I know I made it was when he gave me credit to be a part of his shoot. And from that credit, gave me verification on models.com and be like, boom, that's your stamp of approval. You're a real model now.
Yes.
So that was like a mind-blowing situation, like seriously mind-blowing.
Okay, that was one. What was the second one?
So that's two, working with Michael Kors and models.com.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. No problem. All right. How do you feel? Let's get into something juicy. How do you feel about the blatant disrespect towards the Black community from these big fashion companies?
Honestly, for me personally, I have been on that end as well, because I was told I was too thick to walk in a specific show. And I'm like, too thick? I'm like a toothpick here. Like, what do you mean I'm too thick? And then I remember one where they were like, I'm not dark enough to be, like, I can do the job. They love you and everything. Oh my God, you photograph perfectly, but you're just not dark enough. So I'm like, I guess I'm not Black then. So like, at the end of the day, racism is still alive and kicking, and that's something we're not going to get rid of no time soon. And it's sad to say, because in reality, like, I know what racism is back in Jamaica, but I never experienced it before. Because in Jamaica, we don't care who you are. You could black, white, purple, pink. Once you look like you different, we like you because we think you got money. So we're like, hey, we're gonna be best of friends. But here's like a different story. It's like when I first came here, and they're like, I don't know, I don't explain it without being rude, and I don't want to say it, but the first time I experienced racism was here in the United States, and I was like, whoa. And I was just helping somebody up. I was at the bank, some old guy fell, and I was taking him up, like literally just trying to help him up. And the way how he shot at me, like I was like his servant or something. I'm like, whoa. Even the bankers was like, okay, we're not going to help him today. They didn't help him at all. They find him, everybody find him rude and disrespectful.
Wow, that sucked. I'm
Very
sorry you had to
much.
go through that. Um, well, my next question is: being a model yourself, was it easy? Wasn't an easy transition to now booking models because you book models.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard transition for me to be honest with you because at the end of the day, I've worked with top clients such as people working like Beyonce, Katy Perry, like all of those people, like especially Anthony. He was the biggest director I ever worked with. He's the one who directed the LG commercial I did in Florida. Like Anthony, he's huge. She worked with A-listers. So to be learning from people like him and other people along the way. So for me to like divert into being an agent per se, it wasn't difficult because guess what? I already have the connections. So even if I don't fit the job, you can fit the job, and guess what? You make money, so do I. So I may not make the full money you make, but hey, I'm still getting my commission from that. So it's not about okay, I don't fit, but guess what? I don't fit, but I'm still getting my coins.
Okay. So, what was one lesson that that person taught you? One lesson that
You
you
will
would
not be
take.
for everybody. You will not be for everybody. And not everybody will understand your madness. His exact word. Not everyone will understand your madness. Because I will never forget, I was on set and we were, well, not me, there was a female model there picking up an ice, just literally picking up an ice. And he said to the crew, make it go tighter on the shot, make it like tell the female model go slower. And they were in my head, they were doing it. And he was like, he got mad. He was like, that's not what I asked for. This is what I want you guys to do. Listen keenly and trust me. When I saw the commercial, I'm like, no one know exactly what his madness was. Because it works perfectly.
Okay, okay. All right, that's what's up. So, what criterias you look for in let me do that again. What criterias you look for in someone that wants to be a model?
There's a lot goes into it, to be honest with you. It's not is looks is everything, but looks is not everything. Because you could be gorgeous as hell. But once you open your mouth, I'm like, okay, goodbye. You could have the nicest body as hell, but once I say walk, I'm like, okay, goodbye. So it's a lot. It's just the overall personality. You need to have you need to be approachable. And that's number one. If you don't have the look, have the walk. If you don't have the walk, then have the look. So and the look can be not just mean in terms of like your physical beauty. It could be like your body type. Let me see your curve. Let me see your flaws. Like sometimes your flaws is your biggest strength. You understand? I met this
Mm,
girl and she's a famous model now, and she has a prosthetic leg. And when I first saw, I'm like, oh, whoa, this is new. Because it was new because that's when modeling was changing into a different spectrum than what people don't used to. So
yeah.
it's like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is new. But guess what? Because of her deformity, that was her in thing. That was her specific look, and her look worked. Not saying they book her because she has one leg, but guess what? She has the one leg, and she know to work better than somebody with two legs. So that's
She
that's the
stands
key thing.
out. She
She
stands out.
stands out. So it's not oh because you have a fake leg. No, you work better than someone with two legs, and you understand. So therefore, I will book you consistently.
Period.
Yeah.
So, do you ever see, and this is just my question, my personal question, there's not a lot of opportunities for the bigger gentlemen, like the big and tall community. There's not a lot. Do you?
There is, to be honest, but we just don't see it.
Mm,
We just don't see it. There is, as I said, I'm gonna go back to Target as well because Target plays a lot and what they call big and tall.
yeah,
And there's a specific guy who works Target named Miguel. He's a plus size guy.
I
Miguel
know
is
him.
doing everything.
Hmm.
Miguel is doing Target. He's doing Michael Kors because he was on set for Michael Kors when I was on set too. So he's doing this thing. There are people out there doing anything in terms of guys, but because of that, like, oh, I don't think I fit in. I don't think nobody will use me or book me, or because they're afraid of being body shamed, for example, they just stay in the back. And I always say, come to the front. If you don't come to the front, you won't be seen. I can see you from the back, but I won't see you unless you're at the
Mm,
front.
okay. All right. That's good. That's a good thing to know for the
Yeah.
big guys. Don't stay in the back. Go to the front.
Yeah, trust me,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, We want person who can stand out in a room. So people may say, "Oh, I come off very bitchy or whatever the case may be," but I'm sorry, that's just my personality. I not saying I want to be the center of attention, but when I walk in, just the way I walked in, they'll be like, "Oh, who the hell is this bitch?" In a sense, it's like that's what you got to make yourself known without you speaking. Let me know you're there.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That's a good note. So everybody take that note. Listen, this is the model that's talking. So take his word.
Trust
All
me, it
right.
works.
Yes. So another question I want to ask you: what's your thoughts about the recent controversy? The controversy, uh, Vogue cover showcasing a group of black models skin color corrected or color adjusted. They made claims about their skin color being darkened for the cover, and they was like upset about that. What do you? What's
Honestly,
your?
anybody who's upset about that, check yourself first. Why I say that? When you post a picture on Instagram, when you post a video on Snapchat, don't you apply a filter over it most of the time?
Most of
And
the
doesn't
time?
that filter highlights your beauty? What is your eyes, your color, your skin, your cheekbones, your lips, whatever? It highlights your beauty. Not saying you're not beautiful, it just highlights you even more. Honestly, I'm not against the whole. It's Photoshop. All of our every model we get Photoshop. People will
Mm-hmm.
see me and they'll say, "Oh my God, you look so better in your picture. Thank you. I make money from my picture." So it's okay for me to look better in my pictures and less in persons. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to bash them for doing what they do because in reality, we all do it. We want to hide the flaws about ourselves. Now, I'm not saying they're not dark skinned. They are dark skinned, but it's highlight their color just a bit more. They just emphasize on it a bit too much. But we get it. They're not that dark, but people think they're that dark. But in reality, I'm not against it because we all use filters in our words. They call it, in the fashion world, we said Photoshop. In reality, we call it filters because we go on Instagram, we go on Snapchat, we go and apply a filter because we want to look beautiful. We want to put our best face forward. We want to get the likes. We want to get the views. So we're going to
Yeah.
put what we need to put. So in reality, Vogue did what they need to do. They put their best face forward. And guess what? They're getting the likes. The clout is theirs. Because we're talking about them right now.
Mm-hmm. In my opinion, I
Mhm.
thought the picture looked gorgeous. I
Yes.
understand they don't want to have they skin darkened than what it is, but I found it to be very beautiful.
No,
Because
it
I
was a
actually
beautiful,
love
like
dark
you
skin.
just give me goosebumps. It's a beautiful cover. Like honestly, like just to see that, like we are here. Let like hear a voice. Like we you by just that cover alone speaks for itself. They don't need to open their mouth and say nothing. Just the
Mhm.
cover alone says it all.
Because Ducky's that same color. Ducky the model. I
Yeah.
love Ducky skin. Duck what?
Honestly,
Ducky
sometimes I
skin
was
is so
African, like
beautiful.
African, so I can be that dark. I kid you not. I will be booking jobs. I will be booking more jobs. I love my skin
What?
tone. Don't get me wrong. I love my skin tone, but I'm like,
Mhm.
damn. Like when you see like African models, like their skin is so refined. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how can I get my skin like that? But trust me, I love my African brothers and sisters.
Yeah, like that skin, that dark skin is beautiful. That
Melanin.
everybody should embrace that. Like that's like first of all, black skin is everything.
Yep.
Listen, our
Listen,
melanin is
black don't
everything
crack.
for real. Okay, so what advice you can give to someone that wants to get into the industry?
Do your homework. Do your homework. As I'm going to speak as a booker perspective on the model agency side, not as a model anymore. As an agency, when you will come to me and say, "Hey, I would like to be a model," I'm like, "Okay, send me your digitals and your stats or your measurements." They're gonna look at me. What is digital? I'm looking like I honestly, when people say it to me, I just get so annoyed, and I get annoyed easily. At the end of the day, you want to be in a field, right? But you don't know the terminology. You don't know what you need to do. When I first moved to New York, I had no friends here. I had nobody to say, "Let's go to this casting. Let's go to this." Like nobody. What I had to do, I used Google. Google is my best friend. I Google everything. What casting is going on? What do I need to do? What I need to bring? Like I'll be going to casting, my book, my bag, like what do you call it, mother bag, packed like I just got kicked out of the house. That's how packed my bag is because I want to be so prepared. Nothing is going to stop me from getting this job. You understand? Models need to know what they're doing before they do because everybody wants to be a model. Everyone can be a model. everyone can be a model, but not everyone can be a model. That's the difference. You understand? Because the work goes into it is a lot. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get lost in between. So
Period.
do your assignment, know your market, know what, not every market is for you. Everybody want to walk a runway. My question is, does runway pay the bills? They don't know that. They just want to walk a runway. What pays the bills? Know what pays the bills and push towards that. Because if you're going to go walk a runway, you'll be broke for the rest of your life. And I kid you not. Runway is for the hype. That's just for the hype of it all. You understand? Most models get paid like the top models, like the Tyson Beckford, Naomi Campbell, like they get their coins. But for upcoming models and not so, say you're there already, but you're not there as a Tyson Beckford, Naomi Campbell level, you still not get paid. Because there's a major show that had that in November that was willing to fly me out to do the show, but not pay me for the show, just for the hype and the pretty photos. So they put you in a hotel, they pay for all the expense, but for you to actually walk the show, they won't pay for it. But to do a campaign for them, you can quit your job tomorrow and just go on a vacation. That's how much money will be. So know the market and know where the coins is at.
Yeah, so guys, campaigns, and even how about editorials?
Editorial, commercial, but not every commercial. Depends on the type of model you are. Because if your brand is a high fashion model, not every commercial you can do. The money may be good, but to keep that high fashion status, you gotta decline that commercial. So some commercial I wish I could do. Like honestly, I get cast with some commercial. I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of money, but no, thank you. And it hurts because I need the money. I don't want to be like I'm rich. I need the money, but I can't do it because it will ruin the status that my agency brand me as and what the clientele needs to do. Because the client, for example, you're a high-end client, you pay me 10 times more to do a commercial, editorial shoot, or campaign for you than what a commercial is going to pay me. You understand? So you got to know exactly what's what.
Can you tell us some of the commercials that you have turned down?
I've turned
Like,
on.
probably
I've
two.
turned on. Well, it's not a big commercial. Something like some like medication stuff. I forgot what it was. It was like a medication thing, and I turned on one for like a skincare as well. I only turned on skincare one because I did a skincare commercial before, and after using the product, my skin like I started getting breakouts here and there and itchy, and I had to go to the doctor and everything. So that's why I'm very skeptical when it comes to like skincare brand. But that's just for me personal. But I won't call the names because in the day I don't know what can happen for the future. I'm gonna have to go back to them.
That's smart. So be smart, you guys. Do not call out names and
don't call names
because you may want to work with them in the future.
Yep. Everybody love to call names, but trust me, call names isn't always good because is the name paying your bill? Okay.
Period. So let's get into the world of creative directing because you're a creative director. So what made you want to get into the world of creative directing?
Honestly, I always want to do it, but I was very like skeptic. I was always scared of judgments, to be honest. Like I'm always scared of how people was going to judge and whatever. But because growing up in Jamaica as a gay guy, you've been judged all your life. So it's like coming to this country, you still have that thing, like that thing in the back of your head. Everything you do, you're going to be judged, and then how would you receive it? Like it can also damage if you're not strong enough. It also can damage you mentally. So I was very skeptical about it. But I'm like, you know what? Can I say the F word on here? I don't know if I can say the F word. I don't think my mom is watching.
Do it.
My mom is watching, but she's not cursed. But at the end of the day, I was like, fuck it all. I don't really give a damn. I'm going to just do me and do what I can do. At the end of the day, your work speaks for itself. So you can bash me based on my work, but you can't bash me as an individual. Just bash me for my work. So getting in there was my best friend Norca. She was always like telling me, do it. I'm like, soon. And then I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let me just go in it, see what can happen. I started with photo directing first. I started my friends Suella, I did with her. We got 3 magazines and everything. Then I started doing my own projects and I started getting booked for other people's projects. And then that's how I started getting into like the whole creative directing thing.
Okay. So what's some of the challenges that you ran into while going into this new field of creative directing?
Some of the challenge is that honestly, and I'm going to speak for the show perspective because that was all my only challenges was on the show.
Yes.
I booked because me and Bronson we did a shoot together. I won't give anything away. You have to see the show, watch the show to see that. Kind of was a fun thing. But I would say he used somebody who I knew for the shoot, not by me telling him to use him. He just picked that person. And my thing is, people don't know to separate business from friendship. That was a huge challenge for me. Not everybody know how to take criticism. You understand? At the end of the day, and in reality, on the cast, I'm the only one so far, because Marco do music, Teddy do music, Branson's in his fashion world, and also Marcus. But besides, well, for now, I'm the only one in the cast that actually does this like full time. Like I've been around the room. I had a music video with Tiana Taylor. I've worked with Wally, B. Simone. I forget the other guy name, to be honest. Bryson. Yeah, Bryson is his name. So it's like I worked with all these people. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who Wally was. I had to text my friend and say, "Who's Wally?" She cursed me. But anyway, wait, what's the question? Because I just went off track completely.
It's okay. What was the challenges that you faced in?
People don't know how to take criticism, whether it's a nice thing way or bad way, and not everybody knows to separate business from friendship. So that was a huge challenge for me. But no, me, I shut that shit down because I don't give a damn.
Okay, got you. So, what have those challenges taught you about yourself?
Nothing, to be honest. Nothing. Not one thing. For one thing I would say is no, nothing. I would be telling a damn lie. Nothing.
So it haven't taught you nothing?
Not one damn thing, because at the end of the day, what they said was not even valid.
Okay.
The person that what happened and Bronson said was, well, Bronson, it wasn't with Bronson, it was with somebody else. So you gotta watch the show to see, guys. Watch the show to see it. Yeah, that was just, as I said, people don't know separate business from friendship. Okay. And I can't say I would not work with a friend, because guess what? If I'm an agent and the owner for the agency sign you as a model, and you book them to do something, and you book me to create the creative directed, I have to work with that. I have to still work. You understand? I have to make my money. So I can't say I would not work with a friend anymore because of they can't separate business from whatever. But some friends can. Because my friend Stiwella, like I've worked with her on multiple shoots, with her multiple publications and everything. And when a man said, she's also the client because she booked me directly, but she's also the talent. But guess what? She know the difference. She was like, when she's in front of the camera, she's the talent. She says nothing. She do and say or do as I say, in other words. But when the camera stop, she'll come and say, "Okay, Mr. Walker, can we try this?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." At the end of the day, is your shoot. But she knows to separate business from friendship.
Okay, period. So guys, listen. When you book him, if your friend know how to separate business from friendship.
And not just me, in general as well.
Yeah, it's nothing personal, but we're here to get a job done, and we're gonna get it done because that's your money being spent.
Exactly. I'm going to eat your money, so if you want to waste your money, by all means.
Period. So let's get into the show because I can't wait for the show.
I just me a wait pan. Maybe pan this long blood clot time. Me not ask Christ. Me not wait pan this long time. Keep going. Keep going. I'm sitting on chair properly.
Yes. So get comfy. Get comfy. Xavier, how did you find out about the show The Heights? How did you find out?
So the difference between me and the girls, I have a resume, so they came to me. So I think about it before I actually gave an answer. So they came. So the producer came to me asking about it. I was hesitant at first because all these shows are all about mess, and I have no time for that. Like drama, I have no. If I was in Jamaica, sure, because I could fight your ass, you could fight me, nothing will happen. But here to touch somebody to call the cops, and I've never been to jail and don't want to go to jail. So therefore, I have no time for the mess, and I work too hard for the name I have now for you to come and fuck it up.
Understood that.
Yep.
What made you wanna be a part of the show?
Honestly, so when the producer run the idea to me about the show, right? It's about creative, like people in New York, LGBT individuals really doing something. Cause I'm not to be shady, guys. I'm not being shady. I don't watch reality TV show. Like I don't. I just don't see the point, the purpose, or whatnot. But
you too booked and busy.
It's not even about book and busy, which I am. But it's not about that. It's just for me. It's like I just never, like in high school, I used to watch a Kardashian, for example. But when I say okay, everything is scripted, it just turned me off. But when the producer came to me, it's like it's not going to be scripted. It's going to be real, generic and everything. So we want to highlight what you're doing. We're going to highlight what everybody else is doing. It's a great way to network. I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it may be a good thing for me too, because we don't know who is watching. You understand? Someone can be watching. I'm like, okay, I like this person, I like that person. Let me level them up and put in a whole different level. So I'm like, you know what? It's a win-win any way you take it.
Okay, cool. So let's get into some of the comments that your fellow cast member has to say about you. So, guys, full transparency for my shaders. Now, Toddy has your fellow cast member, Toddy, has went on record to call you messy.
Talk the things them, I love. Talk the things them.
Yes. So, would you like to respond or address those allegations of you?
Most definitely 3,060 billion%. I never got maths class, but I'm not a lot of numbers. At the end of the day, honestly, when Taddy said that, that threw me the fuck off. Like, I kid you not. Because on the show, we don't really have any issue. Like, he's one of the shows in Fuse. Like, we really don't have an issue. We had a kerfuffle, as George Judy would say, but I gotta watch the scene. But when he said that, that threw me the fuck off. But guess what? It's not my fault that he's carrying feelings for either myself or his friend. Because, which he said it multiple times, which I won't call the friend name because I don't want to mash up anybody's relationship because I'm messy. So, he's carrying some sort of feelings because my tongue was down his friend's throat. So if you had issue with that, you should have said something from the get-go to your friends about how you feel or to me about how you feel. So don't be telling people I'm shady because you can't step your pussy up. That's not my fault. I'm going to go get her, see what I want, and I take what I want. And if your friend didn't want it, then my tongue will not be down his throat. Next question. I'm telling the honest to God truth, no shade. Because I was so pissed when I heard that. I'm like, of all the persons, him saying that, I feel away. I feel a blood clot way. So, me talk the things then.
Toddy, oh no. Well, let's go, because that took me by surprise. Okay. I gotta be professional.
I'm just saying, don't show shade if you can't handle it. I'm Caribbean, we're full of shade, but we just don't use it often.
What? Listen, I have, I shouldn't say, but
say.
No, I saw a taste of that.
Okay.
And Xavier.
I'm just saying.
Baby, I don't know what. I don't know if I was on a show. I couldn't even deal. First of all, I would be cracking up laughing. And I want to know why they haven't beat you down. Because that shade is lethal, honey.
When you're a fighter, when you're a go-getter, when you have your resume and your resume speaks for itself, I be saying gonna like you, but guess what? I'm not for everybody. Cause you can pay my bills. Mm-hmm. So what's the big deal?
When shaders, please tune into the show January 27th. When I tell you this one, and there's another cast member. When I tell you spicy. There's a couple of spicy cast members on this.
They are.
This baby.
But honestly, this was me. Like my mom, my sister, my friends can tell her, like, this is just me from ever since. Like, my mouth has no fucking filter. And that's why me and my mom always butt head, because I say what's on my mind and I just keep it pushing.
I could tell. I have
no time. But one thing I learned about people here is like they're so quick to get in their feelings. Like Jamaicans, we tell them, oh, we don't like you, go suck your mother, go suck your father, go whatever. And we keep it pushing. And we say, okay, suck your mother too. But here you tell a guy that they're like, oh my God, you really hurt my feelings and blah, blah. I'm like, okay, your point is, I'm being honest. Not everybody can handle honesty. Not everyone can handle honesty.
Yes, they can't. Trust and believe. I went through it previously with somebody that I so-called converse with. I don't know if that's a word. Conversate with. Yeah, either one. But I just went through that, and I just had to let him know, like, don't even ask my opinion again because you can't handle the truth. So, but let's keep it going. Let's keep it going because I
Yes, my
love
love.
the conversation. First of all, let's go to some of your cast members. Some of your cast members have compared you to drill sergeant. That you're very hard when you work, when you're on a shoot or you're directing them. And they kind of like, it's a good and bad. It's a good and bad thing. Can you speak to those that say that?
They're not on my level, and they're not. I'm not saying they will not be. They will surpass me, especially like Toddy and Marco, because they're in music, so they can be like they can blow up tomorrow morning with their music. That's the difference. But the thing is, I'm already in the circle. We know what we need to do. So therefore, call me drill sergeant, call me whatever, because at the end of the day, I know what you want. You pay me to be there. So if you pay me to do your specific job, I'm going to get the job done. So at the end of the day, you're not in the entertainment world. I want to say fashion because it's a big umbrella. So you're not in that world just yet. And because you're not in there just yet, you don't know how it is. I'm giving you a taste of what it's going to be like. Nobody give a damn about your feelings. They're here to do a job. You're going to get the job done. I'm going to keep it moving. If you can't get the job done, just like your regular 9 to 5, you're fired. So if you can't do a job and I'm saying do this, take up the hat, put it down, and you can't do that, then what's the point? It's not a drill sergeant per se, it's the fact that I'm a perfectionist, which not everything's going to be perfect, but I try to do things to the best of my ability. Not especially when my name is attached to it. Not saying I'm a big known person, don't get me wrong, but one thing may have is your name has value right now. You understand? Not saying about cars or house or whatever, but your name has value. For me right now, my name has value because as I go higher in the fashion industry, people looking towards me for like different stuff to act a certain way to do certain stuff. So if I'm going to attach my name to yours, then please note I want the best not just for you but also for me. You understand? If you look good, I look good. If you look like shit, then I look like shit. They're going to say, who did that? Oh, it was Xavier. Xavier who? Hell no. You understand? So therefore, I want everything to be perfect. So I'm pushing you to the best of your ability. So if me pushing you to do the best you can, and you can't do it, then this is not the industry for you, sweetie. Because at the end of the day, it's going to get harder and harder, especially for the ones who does music. It's going to get harder and harder and harder. What do you most of these musicians are cracked out on cocaine? That's their getaway because they can't handle it. It's a very cutthroat industry. One day you're on top, and next day you're just boom.
Flop.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're back at home in the projects.
Not saying you won't make money. You still make money. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, you have to be mindful that we are so freaking judgmental. People, we are so judgmental. We say, oh no, we don't judge. We judge in every single way we can. I don't try to judge, but I do judge people. Don't get me wrong. Especially when it comes to me to work with me, I'm going to judge you first if I decide to work with you or not. But hey, if I'm a judge sergeant because I want the best for you, then I thank you for that title.
Okay, live for that. I live for that answer. Listen, if I have any shoot or any models, if I want a model, I'm calling you. Most
definitely. But as I said, I'm going to give you the real fashion industry. I'm going to be like, oh, we friends, we buddies, we just talked the other day. No, I'm going to give it to you. This is what we do here. So if you can manage, then the door is this way or that way, wherever you came in. Just go back there.
Okay, most deaf. What can the viewers expect to see from you, Xavier, in this
me
working,
me doing what I love, to be honest. And honestly, that's I one thing I like about the show is the fact that everybody on the show is doing what they say they're doing. There's no let me create a character a name for you and say you're going to do this and going to do that. That's scripted. Everything is generic. So one thing about the show I like, everybody's doing. Taddy's doing his music. Marco's doing his music. Dalman is doing his skincare. He's also an author. Bronze is doing his fashion line. Marcus is doing his anime. I forgot the name. What do you call the book again?
A manga book.
A manga book. He's also a designer, but more of a costume designer. So everybody's doing what they say they're doing. There's no scripted role. All the roles are legit. So that's one thing people should look out for. They're odd. Yes, they're going to be drama, which we all the other castmates mentioned before in their past interviews. They're going to be drama, but it's mostly about people working. And for me, as an immigrant in this country, to like really be pushing to really achieve something in life, trust me, you need to watch it. You guys need to watch it. You guys need to watch it.
Period. It comes on, you guys, and we're gonna go over this all day. It's gonna come. The Heights premieres January 27th. Okay, that's in one, two,
That's
three,
a few
3
days.
days.
Yeah.
3 days, guys. So y'all have 3 days. Listen, it premieres. Watch it. It's really
Trust
good.
me. It's going to be good. There's going to be drama. There's going to be
Mhm.
lovers triangle. But guess what? In order for you to know what's what, you got to watch it.
Yes.
I wish I could tell you all, but I can't say. I'm sorry.
And yes, it's another New York-based show, you guys. So, like, support.
Yeah,
We
support.
need more New York shows up in here. Come on.
Trust me.
What do you hope to gain by the end of this experience?
I won't say it's an experience for me per se, to be honest with you. It's different because I never done a web series before, so that's different for real. But gain wise, honestly, I just want people to see that we like how can I word it now? I just want people to see that at the end of the day, we are doing what we love. We have just challenges. There is our aha moment, but at the end of the day, the gain from this is just like I wouldn't want to say cloud because we're already gaining cloud from you, so it is what it is. But and even getting a paycheck, as Marcus said, getting a paycheck, you know what I'm saying, cha-ching. But I don't know, I can't really think of that right now. I'm gonna have to come up to that, to be honest, because I can't think of like a end game for me for like being on the show.
What do you hope to take away? Not even gain, like just take away. Take away, like anything in general, like not well, that's gain, take away. What do
But
you
I must
hope
say, honestly,
by
I
the end of
must
this piece
say,
will teach you about yourself?
yeah, I was gonna
By
say,
the
yeah.
end of yeah,
At the end
what
of the
would
day,
this
it teach me how to work with different person with different personalities. So that's like that's a takeaway from me right there. So yeah, that is a takeaway. How it is to work with people with different personality. Because at the end of the day, I'm used to working like one set people, and this is how we work. So now I'm working with different people, like where I'm directing their stuff. So I'm no longer in front of the camera, I'm behind the camera now and seeing what's going on. So one thing I'm going to take away, to be honest with you, is what it is to work with different people, because not everybody's the same personality. Not everybody's the same. You understand? Similar traits, but we're still different.
Oh, we have Marlene Walker. I think that's your mother.
Oh,
That's your
Marlene
mother?
Walker. Yeah, that's my mom.
Oh yes, I'm so proud of you. Hey Marlene. How
Yeah, that's
you
my
doing,
mom.
boo?
Yeah,
All
so she's back in
right.
Jamaica. I'm surprised she joined it because I know she was going to have trouble. So, hey,
She
mom.
was the first one here. She was the
Oh,
first
she's
one
the
coming.
first one? Oh.
Yeah, she was the
And I
first
think my
one coming.
sister's
She
here
was
too. Nine Nelson. That's my sister. She's here.
okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So, you ready to play some games?
Okay, let's do this. Let me draw my shirt
Yeah.
tighter. It's not tight enough. Let's do
Yes.
this.
So let's do some games. So the first game we're gonna play. Yes. Hey, Nine.
Yeah, I already told her that.
What's
Yeah,
up?
she. Yes, Nayoka. We already know you're here. I
Cool.
already called her name.
He's doing amazing. I just want to let you know he's doing amazing. He's killing it. So the first game is Yearbook Mania.
Okay.
So y'all you already know how the yearbook is, most likely to and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a series of most likelies and you just match it to your cast member or who is for.
Oh, hi, Melissa. Melissa Rowe. That's an ex-female model of mine. She just migrated here. I can't wait to start booking for jobs.
Hey boo. Okay. Who who's most likely to not take criticism?
Marco. No question asked. Marco.
Okay.
I work with him, and I heard what he said. At the end of the day, working with me should be a teaching moment for you. But he can't take criticism, so he flipped it like I can't. And Dogman said it. Dogman said it in his interview. Marco will be the one to throw under the bus. Even when he's wrong, he will throw us in the bus, but he won't take responsibility for what he did.
Yeah, he
So
doesn't
Marco.
take responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the most annoying on the cast?
Dalman. Me not ask Christ. Dalman.
A lot of people said down,
Yeah.
man. Okay. Who's most likely to flip flop in the group?
I would say Marco, and I'm not picking up Marco to be honest with you. I just all the castmates said it. Once the camera turns on, Marco's a different person. Once the camera turns off, Marco's a different person. So I would definitely say Marco. No shade, no disrespect. It's just the honest truth.
Okay, no problem. Okay, who's most likely to be labeled as a bone carrier, a bone collector? You will.
Define bone collector.
Bone collectors, you take. Okay, you're talking to one person, and
Mm.
y'all having a personal conversation.
That's
That
between
person,
two.
huh?
Marco and Dalmain.
Marco and Dame.
So
Okay.
Dalmain would say stuff to Marco because Marco go back and say shit. So
Oh,
it goes to both of them.
so so that person's gonna run and tell the other person that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So that's between Marco and Dalmain. But I think no, I would say Marco because Dalmain he's a starter. He's like okay, here's a package, go deliver it, and Marco will just deliver that shit. He don't give a fuck. He's like deliver this shit. Oh, sorry, my one person.
Oh, I'll live for that. Okay. We gonna see that on the show. Okay, good.
Trust me.
Okay,
Honestly, I can be messy at point, but it's just because I was just bored.
Okay, got you. Who's most likely to play the mediator?
The mediator. I would say. I want to say Bronson. No, I want to say Bronson. I'm just gonna give it to Bronson just because I can't think. I want to say Marcus as well, but Marcus is more like. I'll just give it to Bronson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Okay, who's most likely to be the villain of the show?
So, based on what I've seen, I think they point me out as to be the villain, but in reality, I just have a very sassy mode and I don't take squat from nobody, so I'm not the villain. So, for all the viewers out there watching, it's just the fact that I'm just saying as is. But the real villain of the show is the one and only Dalmain Smith.
Oh wow.
Yeah, trust me. As I said, he starts shit, and then he had Margaret to like deliver the messages. You understand? So Margaret isn't a bad person. He just get caught up with the wrong people, meaning Dalmain. You understand? So that's the thing.
Okay. Well, that's the end of Yearbook Mania.
I was waiting for more, but okay.
We know we got some more.
Okay.
So this you know this game well because some of your cast member has laid you out on it. Okay, so this is words association in a little bit. So you know how I say a name of a cast member. You think of the first word that comes to your mind. Well, this is in reverse. I'm going to give you a word, and you think of the first person that comes to mind with that word. So, okay, you ready for your first word?
Let's go.
All right. The first word is weak.
Marco. The reason I said Marco is because I know a lot of people say Bronson. Marcus. I don't know if people say Marcus. Marcus is not a weak person. I spoke to Marcus on and off camera, and I kid you not, like that boy. Trust me, my house is off to him. I would say Marco. Why? Because he flip flop. He doesn't know where to go, and he makes Dalmain doing his dirty work. In other words, so as I said, Dalmain would say some stuff, and he deliver. So for me, that's a bit weak because are you a minion? Are you a leader or follower? So I would give it to Marcos. To Marco.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of your customers have said that Marco is a little bit of a follower.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's messy. I'm not going to say he's messy. I'm not going to say the drama comes because of Dalmain. So most of the thing points back to Dalmain, but Marco get the finger. Why? Because he's the one doing the delivery. Yeah, so that's why he gets
it's the messenger. It's literally the messenger. You're the messenger boy that sends.
I'm probably he doesn't aware that's what Dalmain he's a manipulator. You understand? So probably Marco doesn't understand what's going on. But guess what, guys? You really have to watch the show. You have to watch the show.
Yes. So the next word is Uncultured.
I'm so sorry. If that goes to Marco again, especially when it comes down to his wig, and I heard all the interviews, I heard the questions, and everybody asks. Um, I'm not bashing him to be creative. I'm not going to bash you on your creativity, but you're uncultured because you don't understand where the yarn comes from. So do your homework before you speak about it.
Have you had a conversation with him about
I have no
it?
time for a child. As I said, I work with Marco. For me to sit and talk to Marco with a conversation, I don't have a child. I have a niece who's like 4 years old, and I can speak to her very clearly, and she understands A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Marco can't. He will say he understand, but I have no time. I'm not a teacher. I don't have the patience for that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, the next question, the next word is shady boots.
All right. And if I like this person, and it's not a bad thing, I have to go to Bronson. Why? Bronson, but the thing is, I love it. That's the difference. I love his shadiness. Bronson, they look. He said it as well. He said something that's more than like he said something one time. I forgot what he said, and I'm looking like, did this bitch just say that? But it wasn't towards me. He just said it. Because he just said me, he don't give a damn. And because you say as is, people find you shady, which they would say about me shady or messy. But I would say Bronson is shady, but I love his shadiness because guess what? You know when he's being shady. And he's going to tell you how he feels. Like, I don't, okay, as he said, your feet is ashy. You say, oh, you're being shady, but just be honest. It's not shade, it's just honesty.
Yeah.
So I would give it to Bronson, but it's a good thing for me.
I think that's why when I interviewed Bronson, I kind of related to him because it's with me too. Like I'm so honest that it gets me in trouble. People feel like I'm rude, I'm mean, I'm shady. And it's like, no, I'm just being honest. Like, sorry, shoot me in the head because I'm honest. But people say it's a way you deliver it. It's it's the delivery. It's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat it for you. But let's go on to another word. See, we got 3 more words.
Okay.
Snooze fest.
I would say I'm not being shady. I would say Toddy.
Really?
Yeah, I would say Toddy. Like, I would say Toddy because he doesn't really excite me, to be honest. Like, he doesn't even want to, like, people says Bronson, but I'm going to say the reason I say Toddy. Why? Because
people have said it was Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus. Sorry, Marcus. Yeah, people say it was Marcus. But I would not give him to Marcus. Why? Because Marcus, like, by me talking to Marcus on and off camera, like, he has no idea. He inspired me. Because I spoke to Marcus off camera, and I was going through my own funk and whatever. And by just speaking to him, I'm like, bitch, wake the fuck up and go do something. So speaking to him was like that. So I can actually have a conversation with Marcus, like a full-on conversation. So I wouldn't call him snoozy. Reason I would say Taddy is because it's like trying to have a conversation with him is like squeezing a dry cloth to get water from it. So you're gonna die of thirst. You understand? So like, as I said, so for me, Toddy, like his music is awesome because I heard his music. I was in one of his doing stuff with him, looking like one of the worms in Men in Black. That's what I look like. When I saw that, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I was like, oh yeah, I'm the Men in Black worm. But in reality, like trying to, I speak to Toddy, but it was just not. There was nothing there. It was just like
it was unfulfilled.
Like, yeah, it was just blah. Like I said, talking to Marcus gave me inspiration. It's like I want to push and do stuff. Even when people said like Marco is whatever, you can speak to Marco too. I learned from Marco, everybody. But it's like speaking to Toddy. I'm not being shady. It's just speaking to Toddy just didn't and like spark nothing. It was just blah. Yeah.
Yeah, I will get with you there because me and Marcus, it's so crazy that me and Marcus had the longest interview out of everybody.
Yes, I was watching. I was like, okay, I can watch some more of this. 2 hours and 15 minutes because I watched it. I was
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's because, like you said, that he brings something out of
Yeah.
you,
It
and
make you
he's a
want to keep
great
going. Yeah.
conversationalist. Like you want to speak to him more and more. And we
Yeah.
could go all day.
Yeah.
He's a Marcus is the one that you go to if you just want to air and you want to have a
It's not
conversation
just
with
the air. It's just like his spirit is he has a welcoming spirit. That's
him.
number one. I'm not saying that they don't all do, but with him it's like a different. I said just speaking to him. I'm like I can speak to you, and even though he and um Bronson are best friends, I can be like I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you to go back to Bronson. I'm talking to you. So
Yeah.
that's the vibe I get from, and that's why I like talking to him.
Okay, okay. Live for that.
Yep.
Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Marcus. All right. Then was that two? Was that we got down?
That was three or four, four. I don't know. Let's keep
So
going.
let's get just two more. Just two more. Just two more. So let's go with lovable. Let's go with lovable.
I'm gonna be self-centered and just say me. Hope I would say I'm a loving person because I'm easy to approach. Like I'm the idiot. I'm the one. I'm the boo boo the fool. You understand? Because I like to play the fool to catch the wise. So I'd be just be like, hey, and like that. So, but in reality, for lovable for me, then if I won't give it to myself because I want to be self-centered, I will give it back to Marcus. He's a lovable
Okay.
person, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I
So I'm
get
not gonna
that.
be me. No, I have to give it to Marcus.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Hmm. This is one more.
Okay.
Let's go with diva of the diva.
Dalman. Dalman, when I ask you a question, me tell you say Dalman. Dalman think is the hardest thing since sliced bread, and baby sliced bread what a style now. So step up your game.
Surprised by that answer.
Yeah, he's a diva. Like we all of our diva more. Don't get me wrong, but he's a diva 7 days a week. And I don't even think he has the wop to go with the song, but he has a diva mentality. So yeah. We have a diva moment, but I think with Dalman, he pursued like, okay, I'm that shit, I'm here. I know people said something about me, but to be honest, it's just I said just my personality. So the way you receive it is up to you.
No, you know what? Most people said it was Marcus that was the
Marcus
diva.
Marcus is not a diva. Marcus is not a diva. Bronson is not a diva. Toddy is not a diva. Marco is not a diva. We all have our diva moments, but to give the hat or the crown, we got to give it to Dalmain. He
Okay.
spelled DIVA in bold letters. Yeah.
Wow. I was very shocked by that answer.
Oh, trust me.
Okay, okay. So let's go into another game, which is my favorite.
Oh, before you mention that game, I have to say this real quick before I forgot.
Go ahead.
Because my name was attached to that thing. So Bronson said something on here where he said about Marco music video. So I directed Marco music video, and he didn't give me a bad comment, but I just want to clear the air because I don't think they understand what really happened because they weren't really there. So you will see on the show, but what you won't see is a second music video I did for Marco. I did one for Marco. He didn't have a team. He had me, the video director, and himself, and he did everything else. For his second music video, he had a whole entire team. He had me, music director, me as a director, the videographer, a makeup artist, a wardrobe stylist. Like he had a full-blown team for a music video that you won't see. So, and I think that was more. I think that's where when he mentioned about the budget, I think that's why he was talking about the budget. But not everybody saw that thing. I know it won't air on the show, unfortunately. But that's what I think he was talking about when he mentioned about Toddy budget compared to whatever he did with a lower budget. But yeah, he did have a full-blown team, but for one, he didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad you cleared it up.
Hey, my name was there. I gotta clear that shit up. My name was
there.
there.
Yes, you better clear it up. You want no misconceptions about that. All right. So let's play one sour, one sweet.
Okay.
Give me one sweet, one sour about each cast member. I'm gonna go with the easiest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Marcus first.
Marcus too, because he's a very lovable person. He's very approachable. He's easy to talk with and everything. But the thing I noticed with Marcus as well is like, and I think that's just him as an individual. So I'm not into like he doesn't like stand up, like he doesn't command presence in the room. Not saying like he's saying give me present, like give me attention. It's like when he enters, it's just like you didn't turn your head to see who it was. You understand?
Mm.
So the sweet thing is that he's a very lovable person. But the thing I don't like is, or the story is like, he needs to command respect, command the room, walk in that room like you're fucking Beyonce. You understand? At the end of the day, as I said to you in the beginning, the way how you portray yourself or you present yourself is how people want to see you. But I think that's just him, and I was like, he's been on Broadway. Come on, I think because he done it all, he's like, okay, I'm just tired right now at this point. But I think he just need to like just step up, like make me know you're here without saying I'm here.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. The next one is Bronson.
The sweet thing about Bronson is, cause Bronson, how you said it, Bronson's a person where he likes his power. He likes to control whatever he's doing. And working with Bronson, he wasn't like that. So that's one person to separate business from friendship or whatever the case may be. So that's a sweet thing about Bronson. The same thing with Bronson go for me is probably our mouth. Our mouth is gonna get us in trouble. As I say, he's not being shady. Well, I don't receive it as being shady, but in terminology we call it shady regardless. But I just think that's the same. Like, but I just think you just be mindful more, and it's the same for me too. Just be mindful more what you say.
Which it never does. Like, I don't feel like we be mindful. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like we've been doing it for so long. It's like we can't be mindful of our mouths. Like,
I'm
it
just
just
telling you
is
what
what
I
it is.
feel. So yeah.
Period. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Toddy.
Let me after reading, as I said, because I don't really converse with him a lot. But based on my observation,
Let's save him for last. Let's save him for last.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go to Marco.
Okay, Marco. Marco is a person. The sweet thing about Marco that I like actually, he listens when he's ready, and he follows direction when he's ready. So the sweet thing is Marco. Just catch Marco in the right moment. The sweet thing about him though is like, he's an okay person to work with to some extent. The sour part about him is that he doesn't always receive what you're saying in a positive way. Even when you're being positive, he receives it negative. So he just sometimes needs to like get out of his feelings. Because if you want to be in the entertainment industry, they're going to be people shitting on you consistently. Your fans, sometimes when you do stuff, your fans don't like, they're going to say whatever. People are going to hate you just because of the wig or people were just going to hate you. So he just got to learn how to like, and I think it goes to me too, like how to like receive stuff in a positive way, not negative all the time.
That's constructive.
Yeah.
So the next one is Dalmain.
The sweet thing about Dalmain, which I said, like, he likes to help people for real. He likes to help people, and that's going to be his sweet and his sour, because not everybody needs to be helped. You see a stray dog outside, doesn't mean you need to take up that dog and put it inside your house and care for it. You understand? Sometimes, I may sound cold-hearted. Sometimes I let a bitch go there and die for himself, fend for himself. You understand? The sweet thing about him is that he loves to help. And because you have to help, you're going to get shit on consistently by people who just want to use you. So sometimes he needs to strain who's going to help people, who's going to help strain him keenly to make sure that person deserves your time, your energy, and everything you want to put into that person to let them be a better person. Because guess what? You're taking away time from yourself to help that individual.
Most definitely.
So that's the sweet and the sour. Not everybody needs to be helped, but I'm happy that you have that mentality, like you want to help people.
Period. Yeah, not everybody's meant to be helped, and I agree with that as well. Okay, so the next one,
to
Toddy. Yes.
But back to Toddy. To be honest, as I said, I try to speak to Toddy to be honest, to like really understand him, just like speak to everybody else on the cast. But Toddy, I more get shadiness from Toddy, to be honest with you, like especially when you're around his friends. I remember one specific friend that he has. It's like a plus size guy. I forgot his name. And when he's around that person, it's like a whole different demeanor. But when he's around his friends, he's more calm, chill, and collective. But honestly, I'm not being shady. I'm really not being shady. I don't speak to him like that. I try to. So I honestly don't have no sour, no sweet to give to Toddy. Not no shade, no nothing.
You can't think of
I,
one.
you want me to lie and lightning strike me in the room? You're not make lightning strike me inside here, sir. No, no. Me not tell no lie. Not tell
Okay,
no
all
lie.
right, all right, all right,
No.
all right. All right, no problem, no problem. Give me one sweet and one sour about yourself.
The sweet thing about me is I'm just a domain as well. I love to help people. I love to offer my service, even when it's not asked for. I'm like, you want me to help you with something? So I love to help people for real. But I need to also learn that every stray dog need to get a bone. You understand?
Mm.
And that's the sore part about me. People might say my mouth is a sore part as well, but guess what? I'm sorry, my mouth got me here so far. I didn't suck my way through here. I spoke my way through here. So if my mouth got me this far in life, imagine where it can get me without sleeping for nothing or sucking nothing.
Period.
Sorry, mommy. Sorry.
You better let it be known that you haven't did the go 3,000 on people to get where you
Listen,
are. You better let it be known.
I can say I'm one of those models who didn't sleep. I'm not even at the level where I want to be yet, but I'm at a level where other models look up to me. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here coming from the country, that country boy coming to America. It's like, I'm at a level where I never sleep for it. I never slept for it. I work my way here. And what I do sometimes, if I realize that you're not going to give me the job, I open this mouth. And this mouth gave me that job. Period.
Period. Period. First of all, the job got you Target, the job got you Vogue, and the freaking
Listen,
that mouth got you on models.com, okay?
thank you.
So yeah, working with Michael Kors and other campaigns and all
Listen,
this.
also work with a big designer from Nigeria. His brand is called Orange Culture. He's a big Nigerian designer. And honestly, I did a show, and our pictures are splashed all over the internet, paper magazine, all over in Africa. So trust me, child, I work my ass here. I work.
I can't wait to see whatever that is on the show. I can't wait to see you on the show because I got a little bit of. It's just ice. I want to say it, but I got a little bit of juice. Got a little
Trust
bit
me,
of juice.
there's juice there,
I
sweetie.
see it,
There's juice
and
there.
I can't wait. I can't wait because I got a little bit of a sneak peek. And baby, when I tell y'all this one and some others, they're what? Listen, they had me like, girl, if I was there, I would have popped them. First of all, I would have either popped them or had somebody be like, girl, you gonna take that? You gonna take that? Girl? No, you not gonna take that. Girl, I would have been instigating like, girl.
No, honestly, it's just the fact, like, as I said, people would say what they want to say about me. At the end of the day, I am who I am. I would not change it for love. Maybe a little bit change for money, but not for the love, because at the end of the day, your love ain't going to pay my bills. You understand?
Yeah, but
at
I
the
want
end
to
of the
say, oh, so go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, but I will say this, Xavier. I think people are gonna love you on the show, and I think I don't think I said this to you yet, but this is why you were the last pick for an interview. I wanted to get into your judge because you are literally, honestly, the first legit model on web series. I don't think there's not another. To be honest, you're legit. Like you on Target. You have Target ads. You're on Vogue. I don't see people that's on a reality show on Vogue.
And there's
You
more than just
on
Target and Vogue,
Vogue.
because on the show you will see, because at some point I had to flew out to go shoot a commercial in Florida, so I wasn't a part to like shoot certain thing, because I'm booking business, so I got to go make my coins. So you will see on the show, like one point I had to like dip, they're calling me, and then Marco was even worried because I was also to direct his music video, because I'm like, you the call, but you got to watch the show to really see. So there's not much to just Vogue and Target. I've done so much more than just that. But what gave me my highlight, I must say, was Target, Michael Kors, and models.com. That was the pinnacle for my career, or the peak for my career.
Yes. And I was like, about time we have a legit model on the web series and showcase. And the fact that you're from New York, that's even better. So So my thing to you, Xavier, do
Mhm.
you have any last words, any last remarks that you want to say to my viewers and to the viewers to why should they check out the heights? Why should the viewers check out the heights?
I'm going to sound like a scratch record, to be honest with you. Oh, my button just popped. I think I'm too tight for this. um, we all said is the fact that everybody is doing what they say they're doing. There's no scripted roles here. It's a young LGBT individuals trying to make a name for themselves. Yes, we face backlash in terms of racism, doors closed in our face, but guess what? We're still pushing, we're still going. Because at the end of the day, you can only lose when you give up. You understand? Nobody can no I can tell you no a million and one time that oh no, I'm not working there because you're not on my level. But guess what? When you fail is when you give up. Because my glass may tell you no, but guess what? Somebody's might like, okay, the door is open, come right on in. And by going through that door, boom, you made it.
Period.
So what people should see is like we're really pushing this, and we're pushing through COVID at that time. You understand? So we're really fighting and pushing and everything. So people just have to watch to see that if you want inspiration, watch us because we all have our challenges. We all have personal, like we push to get where we are. Everybody, no matter the shade we throw to each other or whatever the case may be, Todd is doing his thing. Marco is doing his thing. Bronson, Dalmain, Marcus, myself, we're pushing and we're going because guess what? It's not an easy road. You understand? And if it's easy, the quicker how you get it, the quicker how you may lose it. When you work for that shit, you value it more than how you get it.
Yeah. First of all, can we get 100% facts in the comments? Can I get facts,
Yep.
all facts in the comments? First of all, everybody should be tuned in 3 days. The Heights
3 days.
premiere. 3 days. The Heights premiere. January 27th. Be in front of your computer, TV, or phone because it will be uploaded on YouTube. January 27th, guys. The Heights premiere. Okay, y'all go follow Xavier on his Instagram. I am Xavier Walker. Listen, you want to book him for anything? You better DM him. You better listen.
And I'm
He
also
is
a running
perfect.
coach. Besides doing direct, I'm also a running coach because I'm tired of seeing these girls and these guys coming in saying they pay million dollars just to go walk to be trained by Paul down the road. When Paul on the road ain't training you, they're taking your money. So because I'm also in the agency aspect, so I'm working with these top clients like Puma, ASOS, like honestly. So it's like we know what we're looking for.
Mhm.
So I'm teaching. I'm going. Yeah, you're gonna pay for my service, of course. But I won't want to charge you. I won't charge you your whole entire rent money or your paycheck. You understand? I'm charging you very fair because guess what? I was in your shoes just yesterday, for example, and I worked my way up. And if I wasn't taught by other people and pay my money, some of them give me for free. Yes, why? Because they see potential, and I've done the same thing. I have people in my class where they came for free because guess what? I can make money off you. So therefore, you're whatever you're going to pay me for to train you right now, keep it because I'm going to make 10 times, 20 times more in the future.
Period. So, guys, again, follow Xavier on Instagram at I am Xavier. Listen, he's a coach. He's a booker. He is a creative director. He is a freaking fashion model. Listen, he's no one trick pony. He does it all, you guys, and
Um,
look good while doing it. Okay.
I may be jack of all trade, but guess what? I'm masters of all. I'm not just jack of all trade. I'm masters of all. So you're getting a sure thing.
Yes. So, guys, follow the Heights IG page of at official I like media and follow their YouTube page I like media. Guys, listen, y'all better tune in 3 days. We got 3 days until the premiere of the Heights, January 27th. Follow them. Follow them. All the listen. Once this thing uploads, go into the description box. Follow Xavier at I am Xavier. Follow
I am
the
Xavier Walker.
IG. Yes, right. I am Xavier Walker on that's his IG. follow the show, the Heights IG at official I Like
Like,
Media, and the YouTube page I Like Media. Subscribe to their YouTube page, guys. Listen.
thank you, Lisa.
We got 3 days. Period. We got 3 days, guys. We got 3 days until the
But
premiere. Okay.
but
So
thank you as well. Like, thank you for giving, like, to honestly have you on your platform and interview us, all the whole entire cast actually. So we thank you for your time, because guess what? This is your time as well. And honestly, we really wish you the best. Like, we honestly wish you the best with your YouTube channel. Get your more subscribers. Get your stuff up. Cause guess what? Maybe in a few more months, I'm like, yeah, I was on this page once. Like, I was on there. Well, he may not remember me, but I was on his page. I got the receipts.
but listen, I probably listen, y'all got a reunion coming up, okay? So listen, I'll probably pop up on y'all. So, I'll probably pop up on y'all.
No,
So
just
you
me,
never
like,
know.
like, we honestly thank you, because at the end of the day, you use opportunity not just for yourself but for others as well. So yes, I'm looking out for Uno. What is it, Uno or Numo or something like that? Uno or Numo,
Something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
But you're
we'll
looking out
just
for yourself, but you're also looking for others. And trust me, for the fact that you gave us a platform to really come on and speak freely,
yeah,
minus whatever we can say because of YouTube guidelines.
most
But we
definitely.
really and truly thank you for that. Honest to God, like, honestly.
No problem. Like it was actually like y'all came at the right moment because I was done with interviewing because it was so many like runarounds. You had to go to certain people, they'll cancel dates and you have to make the flyer all over again. It was a lot. So
But there's gonna be a lot of hiccups, because guess what? When you doing good, you're always gonna have the devil in your way to, like, okay, let me this nigga up. Yeah, oh, can't say that word. Sorry. Let me
it's
mess him
okay.
up. But trust me, at the end of the day, there's gonna be a lot of hiccups. We all faced it. You understand? I faced it. All the members on the cast faced it. At the end of the day, as I said, when you fail is when you give up. If you don't give up, if you keep pushing, it may take you 10, 20 years, but guess what? You will reach something. Look at that Billy Porter. He's been trying acting for a minute, and look at him now. You understand?
Yup.
When your time
Mhm.
come, no evil or demons can take it away from you. Just be mindful of who you let in your circle now. Not even gonna call you a shady ass bitch. Like, I guess you gotta be more mindful who is in your inner circle, because not everybody's there for the ride. Not everybody's there for
Mhm.
the ride. And
Yes.
not everybody's there for the ride, but everybody's there because they're supposed to be there.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I wish y'all guys a successful premiere.
Thank
I
you.
feel like
Appreciate it.
everybody's gonna come out and love the show because listen, I love the show and I haven't even freaking seen it yet. So just by the cast alone is going to be amazing. And just talking with y'all individually, I feel like y'all already headed to the races. Y'all
Yeah.
already all y'all good. So I can't wait to see the show. So
But thank
thank
you so
you,
much again. No problem.
Xavier.
Thank you guys for tuning in. All my friends, my family, the shaders, because I've been watching you all I'm watching all of them. Like from the first interview with Toddy till now. I've been watching all of y'all. So
Oh,
but yeah, thank you guys so much for the support, and just keep supporting each other, because at the end of the day, if we don't support each other, who the hell will? You understand?
yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
thank you guys so much. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you
Xavier.
guys. Bye
All right.
guys.
Bye. Say bye, Shaders. Say Xavier. Bye. All right. Yes. All right. That was a good interview. How did y'all like this interview? Y'all liked it? Listen, we got 3 days until the Heights premiere. And BK. Bye, Camille. Thanks you. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for viewing. BK. Bye now. Thanks. Listen, we will listen. I am listen. You're a virtual hug, guys. Listen, Xavier is everything. Listen, Xavier is everything. I bet y'all had the most fun while growing up. But BK, I want to let you know. Yeah, well, listen. I'm just gonna pop up. I don't know about the hosting thing, but you never know. Sky's the limit. But yes, I promise. I will do like a pop up at the reunion because they had that filming. So yeah. So I'm gonna stop this. Perp BK. Xavier's family, Naya, Camilla, Masilla, Melissa. Yes, thank you all, and even to Marlene, Mama Marlene. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, you would be a great host. I think I'll try it out. Let's see. It's not completely ruled out. You never know. But I will see y'all later. Because it has been a great day, great interview. But a boy has to get his sleep because he has been up since 4 o'clock. I've been up all night, been up all day. Okay, I've been preparing, been doing my little big one. Listen, and then we also got to come back here on live. I think I'm gonna come back probably at 11 so we could talk about the good news because somebody lost their case. Anyway, bye y'all.